Hey everybody, and welcome back to episode 7 of My Liege. In our last episode, we were hosting the tournament in honor of the new High Arm, Lord Stock. And one of the highlights of the tournament was a joust between lords representing each of the different houses. House Geek was represented by my in-game sister, Abigail Geek, and she had done well. She had made it up to the final round, and that's where things got interesting. So let's pick it up there with the next episode of My Liege. After her victory in round 2, Abigail has found herself in the final round of the tournament. Sir Marina Stock is the final opponent, famed for being the youngest ever knighted in the Western Valley. In the quiet of the early evening, Lord Stock enters your tent. Lord Geek, thou hast brought thy house great honor in this tourney. Abigail hath proven to be a formidable competitor, and I commend thee for it. The final match be against my sibling, Sir Marina. We both know how dangerous the joust can be, especially with two skilled competitors facing off. I have no doubt of Sir Marina's ability, yet I would not see either of our siblings come to harm. Injuries, even fatal accidents, are all too common in these contests, and I would not risk a tragedy for either of our houses. With the outcome nearly a foregone conclusion, I have just the solution. Tell Abigail to throw the match. We can give the small folk the show they expect, yet when it matters most, thine rider takes a fall and both of our houses remain safe. Of course, such a gesture would not go unrewarded. House Stock would see to it that House Geek is compensated handsomely, whether through trade, influence, or coin, whatever thy need may be. Think on it and send a message if you accept. This has been a splendid tourney, and I look forward to the ending we all deserve. So, that's where we are. We have to make a decision on what to do. We can accept the offer, which should ally us a little closer with House Stock, which could be very good for us. But, honor is really big in House Geek. So I think I'm going to have to decline it and just let the chips fall where they may. The reward would be great, yet what of our honor? For the small folk and for our heir, set a good example and fight with honor. I think that's what we have to do, guys. I hope this doesn't come back to haunt us, but the way I've been playing through this game, it's been all about honor. So that's what we're going to go with, for better or worse. All right, final round preparation. The final joust is drawing near, and the banners of House Geek and House Stock flutter proudly in the evening breeze. House Geek has never had a tournament champion, let alone reached the finals. With such high stakes and the extra pressure from your conversation with Lord Stock, Abigail looks to you for advice one last time. All right, best to rest and get a good meal, seek out previous opponents for insights, spread a rumor to distract the opponents. Well, that wouldn't be honorable, so we can rule that one out. So either rest and a good meal or seeking out your previous opponents. You know what? We're going with the rest and the meal. This is it, guys. We need to just hunker down and hope for the best. I think she can do it. Good luck, Abigail. Lords and noble, good folk of the Western Valley, today we witness the ultimate contest of skill and valor. In this final match, we present to you Sir Marina Stock of House Stock and Abigail Geek of House Geek. May the gods favor the bold and grant victory to the most deserving. Okay, so I am nervous, guys. What do you think's gonna happen? The crowd erupts. Chants for Geek fill the air as the hometown rider readies for the joust. Come on, sis, you can do it! I have faith in you! The competitors share a nod of respect, ready their lances, and steady their mounts. With a sudden burst of energy, the two spur their horses forward. The moment of impact comes with a deafening crash. The first pass is inconclusive, a testament to the skill of both competitors. Lances in hand, they prepare to charge once more. With skill and speed of a seasoned knight, Sir Marina Stock's lance flashes past Abigail's shield and lands a definitive blow, knocking her to the dirt. Oh no! And they have done it! Sir Marina Stock is thy champion! Today we have witnessed a match worthy of song and story. So, Marina Stock, thou hast proven thy skill and valor beyond doubt. Name thy prize. If it is within my power, it shall be. My lord, as the first line of defense of the valley, House Stock hath taken on a steep responsibility to maintain a standing army to guard the gates. Where's she going with this? I request that I be elevated and named Captain General of the Valley, with the authority to levy and train soldiers from across the valley for the purpose of its defense. Oh, thou see the other lords and nobles' surprise. Such a role hath never existed and would give them considerable power over the other noble houses. Granted, from henceforth thou shalt be Captain General of the Valley, Sir Marina Stock. Thou shalt relinquish any claim to thy ancestral seat in Stockholm and serve the realm, directly reporting to me. Why do I not believe that? That's consolidating a little too much power in the hands of the Stocks. That makes me very nervous, guys. And now she's probably not going to be thrilled with me. Oh, wait. Plague? Plague? We have to deal with plague now? The tapestries in the hall hang heavy, as if they too are weighed down by the news. My lord, the small folk are suffering from illness, and it appears to be spreading rapidly. It is unknown in origins, yet that matters not when a growing number of our own are bedridden. The air in the hall grows thick with tension as symptoms of fever, chills, and rash are discussed. Well, that's just great, isn't it? We have a big tournament, gather everybody together, and guess what? An outbreak occurs. Quarantine? All right, so if we do that, morale will drop and the disease will still spread. But if we allocate resources to treat those afflicted, the virus still spreads, but at least morale doesn't go down. So the virus spreads no matter what we do, but at least this way, the morale goes up. Let's confirm the choice here. Yeah. Thank you. I shall see to it that healers and herbalists have everything they need. Oh, man. This is not going to end well for us. I can already tell. Okay, so on the plus side, there's a high morale upgrade here. What's this? I have good news from the townfolk. Their spirit are high, and they have taken to making repairs around Geekton. The markets have been cleared of mud, fences and wagons mended, and they have begun patching the roofs of the storage sheds. I am proud to say we have done well by the small folk, which is great. I mean, it's wonderful that they're, happy and the morale is up when a plague is breaking out and going to kill half the population, probably. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Update on the plague. Oh, so a guard, a farmer, and a merchant have all taken sick. So we need to reassign people. All right, so let's see what this says. I come with news of the plague that hath spread through the valley. The sickness hath spread to Geekton, and while the worst has not come to pass, it is clear the town is suffering. The keep, too, feels the strain, my lord. Servants whisper of illness, and supplies are starting to become harder to come across. The reports build a sense of urgency. Why do I have a feeling this is going to go from bad to worse? But yay, I got a achievement for having max morale for a turn. Oh, 3 more people. Oh, 3 farmers have gotten sick. That's going to affect our food. All right, Plague Council. The plague continues to worsen, and you've gathered all of House Geek to discuss possible actions. All right, Glayman, what would you propose? My lord, we must look beyond our borders. The plague ravages not only Geekton, but the entire valley. Let us reach out to the High Lord to seek a coordinated effort amongst all the houses. An alliance or a plea for aid? We risk showing weakness, inviting our rivals to see House Geek as vulnerable. Yet what other choice have we? The plague knoweth no borders, no loyalties. If we do not unite, we may all fall one by one. All right, so, we do. We need to work together because the plague is just going to tear through everybody if we don't. I I'm gonna have to go with Gleeman's counsel on this. We must work together, send messengers to the other noble houses. I shall gather messengers at once. I will seek out the high arm myself and send others to each noble house. Okay, so now I have to just go down the line. Martin Smith, hath thou a suggestion? My lord, we must be pragmatic, as the sick cannot work. I suggest we conscript those still healthy into additional duties. Be it guarding the town, tending the fields, or aiding the healers, let them serve their house and remind them of their loyalty. But Martin, they are already weary. To demand more of them now could break their spirit. We cannot treat them as mere tools to be used and discarded. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna go with the small folk are already suffering and pushing them more will not help. I fear this mercy may cost us in the long run. The small folk need purpose in these times. Magematus, what would you propose? My lord, there may be an opportunity in this plague. We are but a whisper away from weakening the standing of our more ambitious neighbors. We have a new high arm, and yet Lord Stock does nothing as the valley plunges into plague? And what of Lords Carlbridge failing to contain the sickness? I hear of their traders being the first reported ill. I do not like lying. People are sick and just need help. We would not deny help, little lordling, simply a whisper for people to grasp onto. No, we will not speak lies of our neighbors. Come on, we're going. We're honorable people here. Very well, I wish to serve. My ears will listen for the whispers all the same. The rest of the room looks content with taking the honorable path. But that's what we have to do. We are House Geek. We are honorable people. Strength and honor. Next week. October 11th, 1351. Replies from abroad. You sit at a wooden table, deep in thought as Gleeman enters with bundles of letters. I bring tidings from the other houses. We have yet to receive word from High Lord Bennington or Lord Coleridge. 'Tis not terribly surprising, yet may be reason to worry. Lord Murkhave was swift in reply. His words were optimistic, if not contradictory. The Lord offers full support in any efforts to combat the plague, yet confirms that they are banning outsiders from entering the mountains the Ringford is settled between. It leaves one to wonder how they mean to support us if they refuse to leave. So their plan is to lock the door and throw away the key. Not the best solution. Lord Stock, on the other hand, responded with characteristic pragmatism. She acknowledges the plague, but seems less concerned than the others. Stockholm, it seems, is faring better than most, perhaps due to their ample stores and distance from other afflicted towns. So that is interesting. Two different responses to the plague, and yet we're just trying to get everybody to work together. Crisis in the fields and cries of witchcraft. None of those sound good. The news of the first deaths from the plague has spread quickly through the town. Normally bustling with the day's activity, the barn now carries a heavy, somber weight. Field hands work as fear and grief fill their thoughts. You visit the Geektown barn with your steward. Provide aid for the grieving families, find new field hands, comfort families, speak to their honor, and raise morale. I think at a time like this, the morale of our people is probably the most important thing for us. I'm going to go with that. After meeting with the families personally, their grief remains, but their spirits are lifted. Talk spreads of the Lord who listens, and the mood around town appears almost defiant as they attempt to persevere past the tragedy. Yeah, belief is a powerful weapon. Of course, it can be countered by cries of witchcraft. That's what scares me. The market, usually filled with merchants and townsfolk, is now occupied with a tense and anxious crowd. A merchant, disheveled and wild-eyed, stands upon a box in it. "'Tis the people of Ringfort! They've cursed us all! The sickness comes from the dark arts beneath the earth, and it'll spread till something is done. We must protect our own. Drive them out before it's too late!" The crowd roars in agreement, and a wave of panic surges through the square. The situation is tense. Yeah, it's tense. This is how genocides happen. We gotta calm this down really quick. Enough of this nonsense. There is no witchcraft, no curse from Ringfort. We are facing a sickness, and we must face it with courage and reason, not with fear and wild accusations. The crowd, taken aback by your sudden proclamation, begins murmuring to each other and quieting down. Realizing they have lost the crowd, the fear-mongering merchant slithers off their box. The tension is eased for now as your message takes root. Yeah, that'll hold him for a little while, but if this plague gets worse, nothing's going to stop it from becoming a full-spread panic. Secrets of import. Uh-oh. Oh no! 3 more sick people. That puts us up to 9? This is not good. Look at this. This is really not good. All right. Secrets of import. And that's the end of the act. Okay, so let's see what's going on. As a day of taking meetings in the keep's main hall comes to a close, a servant approaches. My lord, I bring word of great urgency. It concerns the plague. I fear there are dark forces at play. I am a whisper ear, yet I fear for my safety, and I trust no one else, not even the whisperhead. This is weird. The source of the sickness, my lord. It is not as it seems. I must speak with you in private, away from all ears. Meet in secret, no chance of spreading rumors, higher chance to hear the full secret. But if we risk it all, I mean, that's kind of dangerous. I don't know. If we meet with the guard present, though, rumors could spread. Oh, guys. I'm going to do it. I'm going to meet with them alone and probably regret it. Thou lead the servant to an unused chamber of the keep, instructing the guard to wait at the end of the hall to ensure your privacy. The servant relaxes as the door closes. Gone is their nervousness as they dig in their cloak, producing a message. I was told to give this to thee. It has proof of the source of the plague. They hold out a small scroll bearing a blank sigil. The source. Who or what is it? Ambition. No! In an instant, the Whisperer flashes a dagger from their cloak and drives it into Lord Geek's gut. No! Guards! Guards! A noble lord should know their place. The Lannisters send their regards. With a final twist, the assassin wrenches the dagger free and buries it in my neck. No, guys, I'm dead! They killed me! Moments later, boots echo through the hallways. The Master-at-Arms burst into the room. My lord! Somebody fetch the healer and seize that wretch! A pair of guards seize the assassin, who puts up little fight. As Martin turns to bark out orders, one of the two holding the assassin suddenly draws his sword and with quick precision rams it through the assassin. What? What are you doing? They killed our lords and made a move from my sword. It had to be done. Oh, he went all Jack Ruby on him. Guys, I've been murdered and now the only possible key to my identity of my killer is gone. With their lord slain in cold blood, the town of Geekton grieves. I can't believe I'm dead. A vigil is held for the small folk and noble family to pay their respects to their late liege lord. So, this means my son is in charge? Yet not all of the family is present to grieve. The late lord's sibling, Abigail, is still at the capital. The steward gives orders to a messenger to bring her the news. With uncertainty hanging over House Geek due to having a youth of 11 years as their next lord, late Lord Geek's trusted lordsman experience may be all that stands between your house and ruin. Oh, what a way to end the act. All right, guys, and that's where we're going to end this episode of My Liege. If you guys are enjoying it on the channel, hit that like button to let us know. I can't believe I'm dead. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It helps us to grow the channel, and you never miss an episode of My Liege. We'll be back tomorrow with another video for you. Thanks for watching.